Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, Scott. Welcome to One Last Hand. Welcome to an unboxing of Covenant, the newest game from Devir. It's a worker placement game involving dwarves. That's pretty much as I know about it. So I like to try and make these unboxings a little bit informative, let you know what some of the components are actually for. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that in this one, but hopefully I'll be able to do it fairly soon when we put a playthrough on the channel. We've got 3 different languages here. We'll read the English one. It's 1 to 4 players. It's 14 plus and 100 minutes. And for centuries, the mountains have been tainted by the creatures of the Dark Lords. But this dishonor cannot last any longer. The Dwarven king has given the order. It's time to reclaim Korak-Kazar, the lost ancestral home. In Covenant, players lead their dwarf clan, exploring forgotten halls, battling enemies, and restoring their legacy. Only the most glorious clan will earn the monarch's favour and claim victory. This is a heavy, heavy box. I will say that. Let's get into it. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Little bit of tissue paper. There you go. Okay, what have we got? We have a rule book, and it's hefty. It is very, very hefty. It does look like it's well laid out, to be fair, and there's a lot of examples in here, but it's a 39-page rule book. These are projects, so this is explaining how you do score certain things, I would assume. This is explaining tradition, so maybe not as bad as it first seemed. These are the inlays, but there's still quite a lot. And I think the one thing I've heard about this, there's a lot of kind of iconography, lots of various tracks and stuff. So it'll be interesting to know how that goes. And then we've got instruction books in different languages. Very nice. Okay, we'll tuck those to the side. We have player cards or player aids. We have... And this opens up. Look at this. There's a 4-page player aid. Okay, and then I'm guessing there's 4 of these in English and then some more in Spanish, etc. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's those. Then we have the board. Let's open that up and have a little look, shall we? Okay, here we go. So this is the board. It's on a bit of an uneven surface, so hence the gap here. But as I said, there's a score track around the outside, and then there's various tracks around the board as well. There's an awful lot going on, and this area is going to be kind of the mines. This is where monsters are going to spawn, where you're claiming things, where you're receiving resources, as far as I can tell. But a pretty hefty board with lots of different iconography, and I mean, it looks very nice, I will say. You see a track here where you're gaining rewards. There's a little fist up here and scrolls up here. So, I think as with all worker placement games, it's as you do things are going to result in more rewards, and they're going to chain and be combo-tastic, right? I'm guessing one of these is a 2-player board, one of these is a 4-player board. This is bigger in the middle, so I presume it's for more players. But there you go. There's that. Let's just tuck this away. Okay. Hefty board. What else have we got? We've got some cardboard with some cards in. Let's try and take these out next. These look like player boards, so slightly smaller. Hopefully we can zoom in on these. Bear with. Okay, what have we got here? So these are dual layered player boards. We like a bit of dual layering, and there's a lot going on these as well. I think you're going to have buildings. We'll get to those in a second. You're going to be able to place those down on the board. You've obviously got your workers to place out as well. And then it looks like you're upgrading certain things over here. But again, I can't go into too much detail because I just don't know it. But once I learn to play, it'll be on the channel. I will say the art on the back is pretty nice. Look at this. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay. Then how do we get other things out of this box? These are all well and truly placed in here. This has got some stuff in. Hold on. Okay, it's like a little care package. Look, we've got a little bag, a very little bag, tiny little bag, but just about get your hand in. Okay, we have some baggies, a lot of them. It sounds like it's going to be fun to do the punch boards. We have some dice, and these are custom dice from those things, or one of them at least. No, 3 of them, sorry. Again, I can't tell you too much about it, but you can see there's some beer on the side. There's some gems and stuff on some of these. We'll figure out what we do with those as and when we get there. Okay, we have some little tokens. These look like they're acrylic, maybe, or plastic. Very nice. So you can see here various little acrylic style tokens. A whole host of those. Again, I don't really know what these are for, other than they're going to be rewards you get for placing a worker, right? That you're then going to be able to spend on other things. Again, this is a solo game as well, so I don't know how much of this is solo. These look to me like solo cards. I won't open these up because there's a little wheelbarrow on the back or cart, but my gut feeling is these will be solo cards, so we'll tuck those to the side for a second. If you want to see more of that, hit subscribe. We'll get this to the channel at some point. We've got more player boards. All the same art on the front and the back from the looks of things. I don't think they're different. Let's just have a quick check to see if they're any different once we've got them laid out. Maybe a colour difference. There's a red gem up here. Is the gem going to be a different? No. They look identical to me. Okay. There we go. What we got in here then? We've got wooden tokens galore. We've got a lot of wooden tokens. Okay, let's have a little look. So we have, I won't get all of the coloured pieces out, but you can see here the differences in pieces. Is there any we haven't got? Yes. Just trying to get one of each of these out if I can. So we've got these little archers. We've got these little sort of statues, I think these might be, or pillars, I'm not sure. Then we've got these little, look like mines, the homes, and there's another arch. So yeah, this maybe is a mine or a fire or a kiln or something, and then a little home. We've got all of the colours, so red, purple, green, and yellow for all of the players. So that's those. I'll get those tucked out of the way so they don't confuse us. That's all of those. Then, what are these? We've got two little tokens in here. I'm guessing these are a tracker of some kind. Fire and something else from the looks of things. There we go. Again, apologies that I can't tell you much more on this. I wasn't planning on picking it up, and then I saw it and couldn't help myself. Okay, we've got some monsters. Let's have a look at some of these. These come in various different colours. Let's see if we can get all of the colours out. Oh, these ones are stuck together. Okay, so we've got a little orc, goblin, orc. Orc's got to be an orc, right? And these are pretty hefty, chunky wooden tokens. We've got maybe a troll. I'm not 100% sure, but there we go. A rock troll, maybe. And then a little goblin dude over here. So there's all of those, and there are lots of them, but they look like the free varieties. Okay, so that's those done. What else have I got to show you? We've got these. These look like player tokens, so these look like workers and what actions they can do. Hopefully you can see those. We've got some dwarves on them. These look like they're the same, but they're different level maybe. So these are 1s and 2s. These look like they're 3s. And you can see them, and 4, so you can see them donated. You can see them indicated by the numbers on there. So I'm guessing they're sort of your workers. Maybe they level up. Maybe that's just the numbers, so you know which one's which. And then we've got some little wheelbarrows / mine carts, I guess. There you go, little wooden printed wheelbarrows. Very nice. That's all of the tokens. And then we've got some punch boards. So let's do the first things first. Check how thick the cardstock is. Not too bad. You know, there's nothing worse when you punch things out of a punch board and they're the flimsiest cards in the world, right? But this is pretty nice. Again, I'm not going to be able to tell you what you do with any of these. Really, this I'm going to guess is a first player token. I'm not 100% sure. And then we've got these little trackers here. I won't punch all of these out, but we'll take a quick look at each one. So we've got obviously various tokens. And these, I will punch one of these out, are going to go on the center of the board. And I think as you mine them, you'll either get the rewards or this is what it takes to mine them, and then you get the rewards. I'm not 100% sure on that. I will say, I mean, I appreciate we're in a mine. These are very dark. So it looks like there's maybe some detail on it, but they're so dark, it's difficult to tell. Various beer tokens from the looks of things, and mining tokens and so on. But again, I can't tell you any more than what I'm currently telling you. And then we've got a load more various tokens for placing out the mines and placing on players' boards. I'm guessing you turn these over once you achieve one of these things. They've got little nodules on them, so I'm assuming that's how much it takes or what level they are. Beer tokens, these go on your player board. We saw those, and I'm guessing they upgrade to something, or these are medals from the looks of things down here, and helmets. And then the last one's here as well. So again, I apologise, I can't tell you much more than what we're currently looking at. But yeah, very reasonable components. The wood stuff is more than what I was expecting, actually. I wasn't expecting it to be wooden components, but there you go. This was the Covenant. I apologies that I haven't gone into a huge amount of detail. I do genuinely apologise. But what we'll do is on the Patreon, we'll learn how to play. So we'll get that on the Patreon, so you guys can, if you want to watch it, you can hit on the link below. That's got a load of extra content on there for various videos, various learns to play, various playthroughs, and then we'll try and get it onto the channel at some point in the near future, us playing a solo game. Equally, what I like to try and do is get this played multiplayer, so I can give you in that solo video a bit of a feedback on how the multiplayer plays, and then we'll also just put a little review / overview on Patreon to the multiplayer, because we don't record it. But there you go. This was Covenant. I've heard a lot about it. I haven't played it, obviously. I haven't really seen that much about it. Just knew it was kind of fairly well received, and I do love a worker placement game. So we'll get that to the table at some point. Thank you so much. I'll see you again soon.